Hello and welcome back to my Planet Coaster series, where today I'm working on the castle a bit more. I actually started working on this and then realised that I hadn't pressed the record button like the complete noob that I am. So you've missed basically these doorway arch sections which I've added into all of the turrets. At the moment I was going around adding some top walling pieces on just to make it look a bit better, and found the problem I mentioned the other day where the pathway is sticking through and doesn't look great. At this time I didn't really have the inclination to go and fix that. It was quite annoying laying them down to start with, so I basically just move on to something else. Actually, in fact, you have also missed that I've doubled up some of these walls just to give them a bit more depth and to hide some of the supports for the pathway that is going around the inside. And I'm just about to continue to make another one of those now. The problem I had in this doorway is that the wall piece that I've used for the base of the castle, when you put them side by side, it does actually create a nice edge. So I decided to change this doorway so that I could have the wall going inside as well. So I'm just having another little look through the pieces here to see if there's anything else that will work better as this goes along. And I think in a minute I get back to what I'm supposed to be doing, which is, yes, building the wall. So I moved the archways up and grabbed the correct wall piece, and as you can see there, as that went in, it made a nice little edge piece. So I'm running these along, mainly just as I say to hide the supports, because I don't think they look too great. Now, although you could have actually just put a piece of flooring or a roof onto the floor underneath them, and it would remove the supports, but I didn't think that would look very natural, so I thought I'd cover them up by a bit of depth to the wall, just to give it a more natural look and feel. Now I've placed a few more of those walls down, I go back to the pathway. I actually end up using a thinner path to go through the door area just to make sure that it fits. I did quite like the way this works and the way it all joins up. Just neaten it up a little bit. I have plans to put something into the middle of the castle here. And then I thought I'd try out a few of the scenery bits just to see what they're going to work like, see which ones I can put in, where I can put them. I spotted these little animatronic fellas, and I think they're kind of cool the way they work. Yeah, look a bit quick in 6 times the speed, but no, they're good. I do have plans with this particular area to be like the goodies castle, if you like, and then maybe make a pirate area somewhere else on the maybe down the bottom, but who knows, that's to come in the future. Yeah, so I was just playing around with the ship here, thinking maybe it going. You may have noticed that the roller coaster is gone now. I didn't like that at all, so I completely deleted it. Continuing to check all the scenery and the prop pieces, found this little pirate hanging from a chain or something, so I just tested it out on that little outcrop as a warning to them. Looking for some lights on the path. Basically just my mind is flitting all over the place at the moment, trying to work out what to work on next. I think I do settle on the windows in the end. Those ones don't quite fit in that space, they don't quite look right on those windows. Noticed that these particular ones weren't ideally lined up, so I embed them back in a little bit. Yeah, obviously if I've done some, I need to go around and do all the others. And then while playing around with these windows, I discovered the copy trick, which I assume is intended. When you're in the advanced edit mode and using the X key, if you click away from, or if you've made a copy and then you click away from the piece that you're moving, it makes a copy, and you can then move that piece to the next location. It keeps the same rotation and height settings, which helps to keep it all lined up and neat, which is handy. So yeah, I'm just going around and making the windows and the inside of the walls that I built earlier, and then I'm going to go and grab one of these new windows embedded in, and I think then this is when I find the trick, so, which is very useful. Didn't work first time properly. I managed to get this one lined up, and then nope, still doing it the old way at this stage. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so now I can just drag and click away, drag and click away, move them all to the next location, rotate it around and continue, rinse and repeat on all the other walls. So now all the windows are done, it was time to move on to something else. I went back to have a little bit of a play around with the paths a bit more. So I'm adding these little bits into here just to make that look a bit neater, and I kind of liked that idea, so I had a look to see about putting a single border underneath the paths. That is something that I go back to at a later point when I have more time to work on the path. So in this session I then moved on to add in some facilities, some shops and some toilets in this case. So obviously I went with the same brick style as the castle that I'm working on. Trying to play around with the paths, looking at the best way to get it all to fit in. Did I want 2 paths or just the one? I think I went with the one in the end. And then just trying to make it blend in a bit better, and also to hide the supports behind, because I'm not a huge fan of those on the wall background. So when I first started making the castle, I hadn't really put any consideration into where the facilities were going to go and how they were going to look. I am just making this up as I go, but that's kind of me. I don't really plan in anything I do. I think these turned out not too bad. I mean, you don't have to be too fancy because this is an old castle that we're dealing with, so it doesn't look great. But yeah, in the end I just stuck some roofing on, fitted that all in. I believe I placed one on the floor just behind the toilets, yeah, to get rid of the support. That's something I mentioned earlier. So I could have just gone around the inside of the wall like that, but I don't know, it just didn't seem right to me. So yeah, just seeing what these different roofing pieces would look like, and typical my mind then went, oh, that could do with some bordering around there, and off I go on a tangent again instead of working on the toilets like I should have been doing. So back to the signs. Do I want new signs? Do I want old signs? I mean, I do like the new signs, but this is obviously supposed to be an old castle, so I did consider using the older ones, but stuck with the newer ones in the end. A couple of lights, maybe thinking about having some lampposts, which they don't look too bad actually. I could do with a bit more ironwork on them, but at this point I decided it wasn't quite right. So instead I moved on to a little shopping area. Obviously what better one to put down first than the hat shop, of course, and then the beef one down the end and the drink ones in the corner. And then it's just a case of blending it all into the castle and a little bit of decoration. A few windows, every store needs a windows, and I was thinking about an employee's entrance. I do quite like that blue door. I think I'll have to use that somewhere else later. But I mean, these are just employees, they can just have an old rickety old door, you don't need a fancy one. Again, I was torn between the modern style and the old-fashioned style, but I actually liked the contrast between the old castle and the new modern style booths here, so I went with those. So moving on to the signs now, and who doesn't like a good sign? And all of the signs, the bits, the pieces, the props, the scenery, windows, everything in this game, in my opinion, just looks totally awesome, and I could quite happily use it all. I think the biggest problem I was having with the signs and all of the props is I didn't want the castle to be a pirate themed area, so I was trying to find like neutral props or items that wouldn't look out of place in a non-piratey type themed area, even though all the skulls and everything, they just look awesome, so I will use them in a pirate area at a later stage. I think this is where I come to an end in this session. Having a little rotate around, having a look. I'm trying to think what else I'm going to do to the area. So I'm definitely going to do something in the middle there, and then my idea at the moment is to maybe have like a pirate village, maybe like a water area with the boat eventually, or the ship, either down in this corner here or in the opposite corner as you come in the park to the left. But that's for another day. So thank you for watching, and if you want to leave any comments below or like or subscribe, please feel free. Thanks again. Cheers.